All right, guys. So we've finalised the Karkloof 100-mile and 50-mile route, and pretty excited about some changes. The first big change is that we're going to be starting and finishing at the Karkloof Country Club. As you all know, the Karkloof Country Club is fast becoming our home for the Karkloof Trail Series, and we love it. We love being there. Lots of space to grow the event. So we'll be starting at the Karkloof Country Club. We'll be heading out on what we're calling the Karkloof Falls Loop, where the runners will head out from Karkloof Country Club down to the Karkloof Falls, and then back around to the country club to their first aid station. That'll be a 16-kilometer loop. After that, the runners will head out and head towards Rockwood. We'll make our way along the Karkloof River for a bit, and after 16 k's we will, and a little bit of climbing actually, we'll clock into Rockwood, the same aid station as the previous years. So that'll be quite a change from the original route, but really exciting, and a lot more single track in that section that we had in previous years. So runners can experience some really cool classic Karkloof single track. After Rockwood, we get onto the old route. We head from Rockwood up into the indigenous forest, across through past the canopy tours, and then drop into Bushwillow campsite. Bushwillow will also be roughly about 15 to 17 kilometers away from Rockwood, where you can meet your supporters and spectators. And as you well know, if you've been there in previous years, Bushwillow's got a really good vibe about it, and we will have lots of fun there. Then from Bushwillow we head across again on some beautiful manicured single track, getting us all the way up to MBONA estate. The aid station will be at the gate of MBONA, like it has been in previous years, and those guys who have run the 100-miler will know that heading out on the outward bound loop, there's a pretty stiff climb going up to MBONA. That will still be in place, unfortunately, but a well-known part for previous runners, and you start getting some elevation and get some really good views if you look back towards Howick, back down the Karkloof Valley. The last section on the outward bound would be MBONA to BENVIE, some magnificent single track through MBONA, beautifully cut grass trails around all the beautiful dams and through the homes there. And then we pop out on the eastern gate of MBONA, and then drop into the magnificent gardens of BENVIE, which are very well known in the area. And that's where we'll turn. And the 50 milers will obviously start in the forests at BENVIE, and they'll make their way back, all the way back 50 miles from BENVIE, back through MBONA, up to Bushwillow, big climb up into the indigenous forest, steep descent down into Rockwood, and then onto some new trails from Rockwood through to the country club. Again, you'll see the lights of the country club, and you'll be tempted to call your race there, but there is still one celebratory loop of 16 kilometers that take us past the iconic Karkloof Falls, and then back up to the country club for a well-deserved finish line photo, beer, or whatever tickles your fancy. And that's kind of our route for 2021. Just to let you know, it will tweak and change slightly as the months proceed. Obviously we're running through forestry areas, so they are harvesting various areas, so we will tweak and change a few things, but in principle that's pretty much where we're at. Really excited with the new venue, very excited that there's going to be more single track than in previous years. Slightly more elevation, but a very nice finish on both the 100 and the 50 milers from the top of, if you had run the last year's route, from the top of Honey all the way down to the country club, and then that 16k loop. So I'm very excited to share more information over the next few days and weeks on the route, and we'll be getting out GPX tracks only closer to the race, guys, because there will be those tweaks that need to be made. So GPS tracks will be available in early September. Make sure you get down to the training camp in August to run some of the new routes and check it out. We look forward to seeing you guys there. Who's coming to Karkloof?